So here we go. We'll step inside. It has 7 chimneys up on top. The silver one there is for the on-demand hot water heater. And that's really wonderful because it means you can take as much shower as you like. Obviously, if you're hooked up to city water, you can literally take as much as you want. But with the full water tank and the setup I've developed, which you'll see in a moment, you can take 6 5-minute showers on one tank of water, which is quite a lot, actually. And if you take them a little shorter, you can squeeze out 8 or 10. You can stay out for quite a while. So here we go. So this will look very different from many of the other GMCs you've seen. We'll sort of go to the back first. Right in. Let's start all the way at the back. So this is the rear lounge. This lounge and the front lounge are exactly the same size. They are both full-size beds. So these 2 cushions come to the center. You can see here the evidence that this was built by a yacht builder, because these are obviously marine cushions. They're sort of marine vinyl. To be honest, they're a little bit firm. I mean, they're soft, but they're firm. So when this is made up as a bed, we put 2 memory foam cushions on it, which lifts it up 5 inches. So it's 10 inches of foam, and it's incredibly comfortable. So if you come back just a little bit here, you can see a couple of other little things I've added here. This switch, which is unmarked, goes to the propane furnace. So when it's cold outside, and you don't want the propane furnace running all night, you've got good comforters and so forth, you can switch it on like this in the morning with your foot. So it's very convenient. I added the connection to the thermostat. Up here, we have the brand new inverter system and charging system. And you can turn it off here so that it doesn't make any noise at night, so it's very, very quiet. And you can also turn on the inverter very simply, like I just did just now. So that puts 110 volts through all the outlets. You can even microwave, you can cook just on the battery, which is kind of unusual. The only thing you cannot run, well, 2 things. You can't run the air conditioner, you can't run the heater. They just pull too much electricity. But everything else in the coach can be run by pushing that button, even if you're in the middle of nowhere. So one thing to mention now, you've started seeing it, but everywhere these are brass marine fittings, like this doorknob, like these poles, like all of these poles. And I have installed additional ones. I will come briefly to the front here. But so, for example, one of the things that's neat about this vehicle is that it has no overhead cabinets, or virtually none. So all of the storage is down low, but it's enormous. So each of these drawers is the size of a medium to large size suitcase, and there are 4 of them. And of course, there's other drawers as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 people's, storage for an entire vacation, really. But there's more storage. But again, most of the GMCs had big cabinets up here, which to me actually defeats the purpose of having these enormous windows. Some of the biggest windows that were ever built in the industry. So this coach preserves that really open feel, really feels large in here. One of the exceptions, however, is this cabinet over the stove. And what I want you to look at here is the tolerances. So this shows the quality. You can see, if you follow my finger up and over, the extremely uniform tolerances, even around the corner here, of this cabinet and of every cabinet. And, the gas shocks that lift it up. And it just works perfect. So that's also true of this door and all the other doors. And it's just really, really well built. So behind this cabinet, we see sort of a series of sort of nesting drawers where you have all your silverware and dishes and cooking utensils and so forth. And also food usually goes here on the lowest shelf. And then behind this, there's well, this isn't very neat right now, but this is a closet where you can store things, and the converter inverters in here. So sorry, it's a bit of a mess in there, but it's a reasonable sized closet. So down here, there's a subwoofer behind here. This vehicle has 23 speakers in 10 cabinets, 3 subwoofers, 2 center channels, 3-way center channels, and 8 left and right speakers. So when the sound is on in here, it is perfect concert quality sound. That's one of the things I've added. It's an 1800 watt system, which sounds like a lot, but in fact, I think I'll replace it with an even larger one at some point, but it does sound good. Behind this cabinet down here is the whole leveling system, which is also new for the coach. This is the system which makes sure that the rear suspension is at the right level. It's all automatic. So moving back, let's go to the bathroom. The bathroom is one of my favorite spots. I think that, like, you know, a motorhome that has a really good bathroom is a really good home, because that's the thing you most need. So here, let me open it up. It's very bright in here. So although this vehicle was completely rebuilt in 1996, and this is the original style bathroom, this is a new unit. So this unit was installed new in 1996, same as the original. But they made, well, there are a bunch of changes in here. First of all, it's a porcelain marine toilet that's perfectly color matched. This, I added a teak flooring. And what you do is when you take a shower, you take that teak out, you take the shower, and then you have someplace dry to stand when you step out, and then you put it back in, and it's also dry. I installed a Groa Silverlight faucet, which flips to this laser etched shower up here, which again delivers the water that is at the perfect temperature from the thermostatic valve. So all in all, I have, it's not really sort of apparent, but these are also designer towels here, but it's not entirely apparent, but I have waterproofed everything in this cell which you are seeing in such a way that there's no need for a shower curtain. So once you put the top down on the toilet, the water flows from the shower, which I moved from this side to this side in such a way that none of these towels get wet. If you have a robe or something, you can put it over the top. It won't get wet. The only thing that really gets wet is the top of the toilet. And then I installed this squeegee, and you just do wipe, 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 and you're done. And so it makes it really easy. It's sort of a self-cleaning shower. So there's, you know, if you get any dirt on the floor, it's no big deal. You always are washing it by taking showers. And also reseal the door. The door is completely sealed so that no water comes out.